Hi everyone, my husband has finished with his newspaper and he says it's time to put it in the trash. I don't think that can be quite right, can it? This is day 3 of the 100-day project and I'm going to make some collage paper. Let's get started. Okay, first thing is I'm going to decide on a colour scheme. I think I'm feeling some green today. I'll definitely need some of my black archival ink if I'm going to do any stamping. I'm going to also throw in some pink, and I've got some watercolours as well that I can bring into the mix if I want to. So obviously the first thing that I want to do really is start to disguise the fact that this is a piece of newspaper and perhaps mute down some of the background. So I'm going to start stamping away with my colours and get my stencils available to me, and I'm going to just throw some colour down and see what happens. The day I'm just satisfied with the project on layer 2 will be a day for much celebration, and today is not that day. So I've mixed some kind of salmon-y coloured paint out of some red acrylic and some gesso, and what I'm really looking for is to mask this block that was the image, and maybe some of them down here as well, with some more vibrant more statement detail. I'm going to stick with numbers to do this. Seven 72048 means absolutely nothing. But what it does mean is I've used up all my paint, and I'm satisfied now that the newspaper underneath is no longer recognizable as newspaper underneath. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm probably not going to be able to resist spattering it with some gold. Once I've done that and it's dry, I will come back and make something from my collage paper and see how it mixes into a project. Okay, this is where I am at in terms of how it's dried. And you know how this goes, folks. I could continue to add layer upon layer upon layer. But at some point, I really do feel we have to say that's far enough to get the effect that I want. Because for me personally, you know, with my husband being ill and still having to work, I only have limited time for crafting. It's one of my greatest joys in life. But if I don't be strict with myself about when to stop occasionally, I'd never finish a project. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to demonstrate how I would use this in my glue book, which as you can see is a super fancy glue book that I rip pages out of. So I'm just going to turn to a blank page. I'm literally only going to use one side. And I'm going to start tearing into this paper. I'm also going to be using some of my scraps. As you know, I like to use my scraps whenever I can. Keep the stash down. That's my aim. And then I'm probably just going to go over it with some abstract shapes with 3 Sharpies. And you really don't have to have Sharpies. It can be any pen, any pencil, any pastel, anything that you've got that you can make a coloured mark with. You can use makeup. I've done quite a few tutorials on using makeup, nail polish, lipstick, eyeshadow to create collage fodder. I'll put those videos in the description box for anyone who wants to go and check that out. You don't have to buy, just look at what you've got and take it from there. And I'll see how it works out. I might want to add a few things like a bit of washi tape or something, but I'm just going to see what happens. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I just hope that it's going to be something a little bit interesting that I can probably cut up into journaling cards or tags. So let's see how we get on. I've zoomed you in so you can see a little bit more clearly how this is looking. I did end up using the collage paper as almost like strips of washi tape across the straight edges to kind of make them less visible. So all in all, I've used quite a lot of the collage paper in this composition. Obviously, we're not done yet because it's collage, so it's about building up layers. So I'm going to get to work now with my Sharpies and see what I can draw out of this, what abstract shapes I can put across it. I'm feeling quite geometric today, so I'm going to give that a whirl and see how it looks at the end. That now has got lots of texture, shape on it. It's a really interesting piece of collage. And what I would do with it is I would carefully tear it out of my glue book and then start thinking about how I could use it as junk journal ephemera or the base for some junk journal ephemera. And that's where I go from there. Let me give you just one example. So if I just bring this really up close to the video, hopefully you can see quite a few different layers on there. It would probably fit a really grungy themed journal. I've just put some brown paper on the back of my glue book. I added some garish pink ribbon and thread to the top, but otherwise I have just left it very abstract. I think sometimes the temptation with junk journaling is for everything to have a kind of focal point, and it doesn't always have to be that way. It can just be throwing some paint around and sort of expressing yourself without actually having a particular story to tell within the painting or the piece that you're doing. So considering that this largely started out as newspaper, these big chunks of the collage are just the newspaper that I altered. I think this has turned out pretty well as a project, and these were my colour choices, but you might choose something completely different to go with a journal that you were working on. Okay, so this is just an example of the particular colour scheme that I chose. There are unlimited possibilities with this, and of course your stencils will be your own, or your stamps will be your own, whatever you choose to embellish with. So you can create something that's really unique, perhaps a bit grungy, and newspaper is so thin as well that it does not bulk up your journal. So there's another plus point to using it. I hope you found this video interesting. I really enjoyed throwing all this paint around. It was extremely therapeutic, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next 100-day project video. Take care and see you soon.